Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Thursday, the 23rd of October. Dozens of houses have lost roofs. There are widespread power cuts and trees uprooted by fierce winds still buffeting the South Island and lower north. A red wind warning lifts about now for Southland, Clutha, Stewart Island, Christchurch and the Canterbury Plains. It continues until 6 p.m. for Marlborough, Wellington and southern Wairarapa, and one more hour, that's 5 o'clock in the Canterbury High Country. Clutha, Southland and Grey districts say residents need to conserve water. Clutha and Queenstown have stood up emergency operations centres. NZTA's Mark Owen says crucial roads are closed, with the West Coast fully isolated and State Highway 1 shut between Christchurch and Blenheim.
And then further south, it's probably more the rain that's had the impact, sort of surface flooding on some of the highways further south, and a big slip on State Highway 6 on the west coast.
Police say power lines are down in Belclutha, forcing road closures. Wellingtonians appear to be hunkering down as asked as regional gusts top 160 kilometres an hour. Metlink's cancelled train services until 6 p.m. tonight. Power is out across North Canterbury, Southland and Marlborough, as well as wider Wellington, Wairarapa and Manawatu-Whanganui. Regional Emergency Management's Daniel Neely is urging people to make provision for any issues.
People are heeding that warning of not travelling unless they absolutely need to, and I guess the other thing I'd encourage people is to prepare for potential power outages.
Salaried medical specialists warn the health system could crumble if the government doesn't meet their demands. Strike action is ramping up across the country, including in Auckland, where more than 10,000 health and education workers marched. They're pushing for fully funded systems that'll let them do their job effectively. Union Vice President Sylvia Boy says 25% of members are considering quitting in the next 5 years.
We're already short-staffed. This would be a disaster for health if we suddenly lose that many more.
Health Minister Simeon Brown says he's keen to resolve long-standing disputes, but the union rejected binding arbitration.
We've been looking for ways through this, but ultimately it requires both parties, which includes the unions, to also be prepared to settle.
Parliament looks set to debate potentially banning social media to under-16s, a move already embraced by Australia. A members' bill from National's Catherine Wedd has been pulled out of Parliament's biscuit tin and will be up for consideration in the House. It calls for ways to prevent under-16s making accounts, as well as verification measures and stronger penalties. Jim Bolger's son says he was a man who felt at home anywhere. The Prime Minister died last week. Dan Bolger told mourners at his funeral in Paraparaumu today his father went from leaving school at 15 to leading the nation. He says it all started from living in a rural community.
Farming life can be solitary, but he wasn't a solitary person. He loved people. He got stuck into all the activities you find in a rural community and kind of began a life of service.
To sport, and assistant coach Jason Holland says he's absolutely focused on helping the All Blacks on the upcoming Grand Slam tour, despite stepping down from the role at the end of the season. All Blacks vice-captain Ardie Savia says winning the collisions is the key work on ahead of their opening Grand Slam tour test against Ireland in Chicago on Sunday week. And the Super Aupiki season window is changing, moving from March to April to June through August, although the number of matches stays the same. And that is your latest news fix. We'll have another update for you tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.